All right, let's take a look at problem number 8. Here we're looking at rational functions. A rational function is the ratio of two polynomial functions. It's asking us for three things: to find the domain, and then also to determine if there are any vertical asymptotes or holes in the graph of this rational function. So since we don't have it to worry about any radicals with the ratio of polynomials, we just jump in and say that we have to avoid division by 0. So that means setting our denominator equal to 0 and solving that equation. But here it's pretty straightforward that we can see, well, wait a minute, no we can't. So we're going to have to use the quadratic formula on this guy, right? Because I don't see a way to factor this, because the factors of 10 are 1 and 10, they don't add up to 6. Other factors of 10 are 2 and 5, and that doesn't add up to 6. So let's come in and use the quadratic formula. I have to avoid this denominator from ever equaling 0. Now, it could be that, let's look at the discriminant. If the discriminant is negative, then this would be a parabola that this would not have, maybe this never equals 0. So if I look at b squared minus 4ac, b is 6, b6 squared is 36, minus 4 times a times c, and yeah, we've got 36 minus 40, which is a negative 4. So this has no solution. I do not have to worry about division by 0. No matter what x you plug in, this addition, this result, is never going to equal 0. I probably should have seen that. No, because you can plug in negative value. Never mind. From the discriminant being negative, we can see that this is a parabola that opens upward that's entirely above the x-axis. We don't, that this graph doesn't have any x-intercepts. It doesn't cross the x-axis. So our domain for this is the set of all real numbers. And since our domain is the set of all real numbers, we're not excluding anything that could be a vertical asymptote or a hole in the graph. So we have no holes, we have no vertical asymptotes. Now, my graph is never really going to confirm no holes, but it can confirm no vertical asymptotes, or at least the portion of the window that we illustrate in our graph here. If I listen to the Bob and Tom show as I'm making these videos. I can hear it in my headset, but you can't hear it. But they're telling some funny stories right now. All right. So, like I say, I can't really. This graphing calculator never illustrates any holes in the graph by visual inspection, but I can see that there are no vertical asymptotes. That there is this dip here in the graph there, and that should be it. All right. So I hope that helps.